Now let's proceed with question number 26. It states that a manufacturer has 3 machine operators A, B and C. The first operator A produces 1% of defective items, whereas the other 2 operators B and C produces 5% and 7% defective items respectively. A is on the job for 50% of the time, B is on the job for 30% of the time and C is on the job for 20% of the time. All the items are put into one stockpile and then one item is chosen at random from this and is found to be defective. What is the probability that it was produced by A? So this is a very interesting question related to probability. Here we are talking about 3 machine operators A, B and C who are working for 50%, 30% and 20% of the time, and when the operator A is producing, he is giving 1% defective items while B and C are producing 5% and 7% of the defective items. All the items being produced are put in a stockpile and you are choosing one article at random. You have to find the probability that when the defective item is chosen out of that stockpile, that is produced by A. So here we will be using the concept of conditional probability. So let's consider here these events. Here I am taking up the events E1, E2, E3 and K. E1 be the event that operator A is chosen, E2 be the event where operator B is chosen. For E3, let's consider that operator C is chosen. Let K be the event that a defective item is chosen. So according to this question, as operator A, B and C work on the job for 50%, 30% and 20% of the time. So the probability that E1, E2 and E3 are chosen will be given on basis of that. So probability that A is chosen is 50 by 100, B is chosen is 30 by 100, C is chosen is 20 by 100. Now let's consider the conditional probability that the defective item is chosen when the item is chosen or produced by A. It is already given to you condition that the article is produced by A. So we are obtaining probability of getting a defective item when the article is produced by A. It is given to you that article is produced by A. So it is already provided in the question that 1% of the defective items are produced by A. Next, the probability of getting a defective item when the article is produced by B. So this is given to be 5%, so this will be 5 by 100, and probability of getting a defective item when the operator C is already chosen, this will be 7 by 100. So these are the conditional probabilities, but in this question you need to obtain probability of E1 by K, probability that operator A was chosen when you have already obtained a defective item out of the stockpile. So here we will be applying the Bayes theorem. So let's observe the Bayes theorem is applied. On basis of this, probability of E1 by K will be equal to probability of E1 into probability of K by E1, probability of getting a defective item when already the item is chosen or produced by A. Here that is the sum of all probabilities taken product with these conditional probabilities give me probability of E1 into probability of K by E1, probability of E2 with probability of K by E2 plus probability of E3 with probability of K by E3. Now let's substitute these values which we have obtained earlier. So on substitution of these values, you can see the common denominator is there 100 into 100. This will get completely cancelled up, and here you have this value remaining 50 upon 50 plus 150 plus 140, which could be easily simplified. And here this helps you out to obtain the required answer for this question as 5 upon 34. So I can definitely state here that when the defective item is chosen out of the stock file, then probability that it was produced by A is 5 by 34. So this is the required answer for this question. So in this question, when you have considered these events, you will obtain 1 mark till this step. Next, when you have obtained these conditional probabilities till this step, you will obtain 2 marks. Next, when you proceed and apply here Bayes theorem, you will obtain 2 marks for this step, and substitution of these value and simplification will give you rest 1 mark. So you get total 6 marks for this question. I hope it is clear to you. Let's proceed to our next question.